Welcome to battle number 2 of the Grand Finals set between Mystical Chain and Dutch Inkays. If you haven't watched Battle 1, I highly encourage you to watch that before proceeding to avoid any spoilers because we will definitely be talking about it. I am Fingered Witch from Butcher Blissies, and joining me once again is Lion Hugs from Whooper Blooper.
Hello, again.
The current set score is 1-0 with Mystical Chain at the advantage. Noel has to win one more match to win the whole thing, but Quest can still get a win in to tie it and go to a third match tiebreaker. From the previous battle, we also have some Pokemon changes. On Mystical Chain's side, Lycanroc Dusk, Milotic, Magneton, and Golbat are all gone. And in their place, we have Mew, Volcarona, Piloswine, and Aromatisse. Dutch Inkays has switched out Hydreigon and Mega Steelix for Victini and Amoonguss. So, some interesting changes looks like here. I'm surprised that Noel rotated out Milotic.
Yeah, actually that's something I wasn't really expecting. I was actually really... I think we ended the last commentary with me basically saying I fully expected my Milotic to return this time around just to serve that tank role, and whoop. And as you mentioned, Noah likes to do unexpected things, and here I am. My expectations have been dashed.
We have been unexpected.
However, we do see Volcarona returning, so Volcarona, I can see that replacing sort of Lycanroc as a potential sweeper, and probably Noel betting on Amoonguss returning. I'm assuming once a Quiver Dance gets set up, they could potentially one-shot Amoonguss with anything. At least I hope so. Because not rooting against Quest either, just because again, Request someone I respect very much.
You just have a history with Amoonguss.
I do have a history with Amoonguss. But that doesn't. I'm not going to let that. I'm not going to let that manifest into a grudge. I also want to mention Quest. I do want to mention that Quest is a really good strategist, and I'm wondering if the return of Kecleon means what we were suggesting last time, which was a different moveset, or the same potential one, with the substitute and the Aqua Tail and all that. And then we also have the appearance of Victini, another extremely heavy hitter. And I guess it's sort of parallel on the other side would be Mew. Both have very similar stats. Both have access to moves that the others don't. And
Victini also has V-Create, which is, if I recall correctly, one of the most powerful fire moves.
I believe so, yes.
So it'll be interesting. And then, since Quest kept Kecleon on, it's good that Quest did, even if he changed Kecleon's moveset to try to deal with Volcarona, theoretically anyway. So if I was talking about the hypothetical that Quest switches it out and then Volcarona comes in and then oops. So Quest perhaps maybe thought of that in constructing this team.
Most likely. And I'm just wondering also, switching back to Noel's side, that again, Mew's kind of that jack of all trades. It can fit so many roles. But I'm just curious to see if this will be since last match was also pretty aggressive. I'm just wondering if this Mew will potentially pack Nasty Plot and function as a special sweeper, since it has access to so many moves that it could pretty much counter almost everything on Quest's team, I believe.
I guess we'll find out just how nasty Mew is.
I guess so.
Any other thoughts?
No, that covers it for me. I just want to get started.
Okay, then shall we begin?
All right. Okay, we have Preyas opening up as well.
And Noel sends out Aromatisse. Ooh. Kecleon uses Trick to switch items. So now,
Oh, and now it's color change. Interesting.
Yeah. So now Preyas has Focus Sash, and Sensoria, the now rotated out Aromatisse, has Choice Band. Freya sets up Stealth Rock, which is interesting too. So now it's Nash versus
Empress, and now the Mago Berry has just been knocked off. I'm not entirely sure what that berry does, unfortunately. But it doesn't really matter at this point since it's gone.
Yeah.
Oh, but the acrobatics! That was interesting.
I wonder if Nash doesn't have an item, so therefore acrobatics is doubly as powerful.
No, but that's what I mean. Like Empress, she knocked off Nash's berry, so that's why acrobatics was able to do that much damage.
My bad. I was too focused on trying to remember what Pokemon species.
It's alright. It's a lot to keep track of. And then the U-turn perfectly sets up Poke Shroom. So I wonder if we're going to see a Spore. Ah, and there's a Nasty Plot. And there goes a Psychic. It's a one-shot. Amoonguss doesn't even get to terrorize Noel's team. I'm almost actually a little disappointed, not gonna lie. I mean, I'm not to root against Noel either, just curious to see what... Oh! And you're right, there's that V-Create. Completely one-shots Mew.
Right out. That Mew was quite nasty.
Yeah.
But V-Create cleaned it right up.
And now comes Azumarill versus Stritigan.
A Fire Punch on Azumarill. That's an interesting choice.
I'm assuming Noel is potentially expecting a switch to maybe Delmice, but...
Yeah.
And now comes Serena probably to do a Rapid Spin, and oh, there's a Whirlpool. I'm assuming here comes the Perish Song.
Marin's setting up. What will Noel do now is my question.
Yeah, Empress is not in a good spot right here. But at least the Rapid Spin takes... Oh, Rapid Spin removes Whirlpool as well. This I didn't know.
Evidently, yeah. That was good. So now Empress can just come and go as she pleases, as the Queen does. Noel could still use this opportunity to bust out a grass move. Ah, knockoff. To send leftovers flying right off Marin.
And now comes another Whirlpool, but... I mean, Marin can just... Empress could just Rapid Spin again, but I'm assuming Quest is doing that to then potentially switch to Delmise?
Oh, nope.
Oh, Protect.
No. So...
So U-turn doesn't work right here. Goes to the Protect. And if Marin gets lucky and gets another Protect in, that's it for Empress.
The Empress could go down anyway. There'll be nothing left of her but her very fashionable...
Oh, the Protect is successful! Oh my gosh.
Wow. 2 turns
That's
in a row.
lucky. That's really lucky.
I didn't even know that was actually possible.
It's possible, just it's kind of rare actually, so...
Perish now! Both of them are going down.
I love the status for that, the status name. Oh my gosh.
While that was happening, I believe it was on my end. There was a very loud truck noise, so don't mind that.
I think we're good, sound-wise. I mostly hear the music in your voice.
It's like a honk. So now Nash, the Crobat, comes out and U-turns right back out. So Kecleon takes up slack. You get a Dragon Claw right in the face that destroys it.
Wow, this is a really intense match. It's just absolutely head-to-head. We have 3-3 on both sides.
Definitely. Both competitors really brought their offensiveness. Their hyper-offensiveness, I mean.
And then Truth resists that V-Create. I wonder how... Ah, there's the Earthquake.
Ooh, there we go.
But Truth isn't in a really good position here either.
Yeah, it's near death.
I wonder if Nash has Pursuit, that might be enough to take out Truth. Oh, acrobatics.
Acrobatics
So
is-
Noel chose to keep truth out. We will never know what that move would have been. This is down to the wire. It's 2 versus 2 now.
Yeah. Neither Ivory nor
I'm assuming an
Volcarona.
Icicle Crash or Ice Shard. Okay, wow.
Ice Shard, yep.
And a U-turn, yeah. Nash can't really do much here.
Switch into Shipwreck. The
No,
dummy.
Shipwreck, actually.
Oh, Shipwreck. What?
Unfortunately, that rock slide doesn't do much.
Be like shrimp or something. Ooh.
That Icicle Crash does heavy damage. And now an Ice Shard finishes it off. Oh goodness, this is not looking good for Quest. I'd be very impressed if Quest is able to take out Ivory.
Nash has 16% left. And gets an Ice Shard.
And then that ends the match. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
2-0 in Noel's favor. That was so much closer this time.
Yeah, that was very close and very good. The first one was anyone's game as well, but this one was definitely getting really down to the wire. Noel bringing out Ivory was really what saved them, I think.
Agreed. Just can't believe it's already over. It's like what is this, like 12 weeks, 13 weeks of Pokemon League, and it finally culminates to a really intense match. And now it's all over.
Yeah, and wow. With that, Noel's team, Mystical Chain, is victorious and has won the FnF Victory Road Draft League.
Absolutely fantastic plays, not just from these two, but also everybody else in the tournament as well. And just, I'm really glad I actually got to see these two like fight head to head. Just because, I mean, we just saw it was just such an explosive match. And I also find it interesting that I think this time around, with Noel bringing out like Volcarona, for example, bringing it to the match, but Volcarona never set up. Quiver never actually went ahead to sweep, so it looks like I was kind of wrong on both cases. Looks like Noel was just really strategic in how they used all their other Pokemon to then go ahead and face Quest, and similarly with Quest as well. I was actually really concerned once Amoonguss went down that that there goes the Spore, there goes Toxic, there goes a lot of harassment, but Quest was still able to accurately predict certain switch-ins and keep making sure Noel is on their toes. And I mean, I do really appreciate that the sort of like the luck, I guess, with the counterplay between Marin the Azumarill and then I forget Sarina's name, but with the Whirlpool Parish song, and then the fact that Noel had like two options to get rid of that with the Rapid Spin and U-turn, and then Protect working twice in a row. That almost never happens. So Quest was really gambling right there, and it did pay off, at least for that matchup.
They both took really big risks.
Agreed. It was. I'm almost a little bit disappointed that there isn't a third match between them, just to see what else what could have happened. But either way, again, that just goes to show you how prepared Noel is when they go into all these kinds of matches, and not just with movesets and like what Pokemon to bring, but also how their opponent reacts and how to read and outread them and counter read them. It's just really amazing to see these two strategize around each other.
Yeah, Quest even mentioned in the chat there that Noel all predicted him.
Yeah, that was amazing. But yeah, that ends my thoughts on it.
Yeah, same here. So, thank you everybody for tuning into the Draft League and watching and engaging and all the other forms of interacting with all the amazing matches we've seen. Stay tuned for Victory Road Season 2, which will be coming in roughly a month or two. Once again, and for a final time this league, This is Fingered Witch from Butcher Blissies and Lion Hugs from Whooper Blooper. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.